Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and I'm with Ross Lindsay, who's set up a business generation unit for estate agents. He used to run one of the biggest business generation units for one of the biggest London estate agents, so he knows his onions. Ross, what PropTech is best for business generation in estate agency and lettings? Talk to me.
Okay, that's an interesting one because we don't actually use any PropTech. We've got a CRM that we use, and that belongs to the estate agent, so we delve into theirs. We're probably taking it back to more old school, so it's more opening the lines of communication and talking to these people rather than relying on a PropTech.
So you're basically saying your best piece of PropTech is the telephone?
Yes.
But most people are afraid to pick up especially millennials, they're afraid to pick up the phone. I mean, does it need a particular type of person to be able to do these cold calls? I know, well, they're not cold calls, are they? Because you're
warmish.
The warmish.
Warmish.
What skills are you looking for?
Well, it's probably what we're not looking for, which is probably easier to, because I've employed people. We've had actors, lifeguards, carpenters, a whole range of different careers that they've come out of just to come and work in that call centre environment. But probably they're the best people, the people that have been talking to other people and have got jobs where they're on site or they're dealing with customers all the time. Now, interestingly, probably estate agents are about the worst people that we can get into a call centre. And why is that? Because you're trying to get one to sit down for longer than 5 minutes is virtually impossible. So they're not used to it. They're not getting up, going out, doing valuations, coming back, ringing up a few people and then going to do the next job. It's just not how a estate agency works, or how a call centre works indeed. They're very, very different beasts.
So what sort of, okay, so if we're saying that PropTech is not where it's at, it's actually the people that are the most important, what attributes in those people are you looking for, apart from people being able to talk and be natural, or just be human beings, really? Is that what you're...
I think you've hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what we're after, is people that can just have a conversation with other people. We don't have... I call it a call centre because that's the easiest thing that people can relate to, but it's more of a contact centre. You're just having a communication, open dialogue with these people. Okay,
so over the years you must have interviewed lots and lots of people. What things are you looking for in those people? What can you tell? Because there's going to be a lot of estate agents out there that probably don't want to outsource it. I know you're here to potentially get some more business, but what skills are you looking for? What things are you not looking for, which makes a great person to ring out?
I think it's, as we've just talked about, really, it's the ability that someone can have, that someone has, just to have a conversation without, and to look for other avenues of that conversation. How can they protract that conversation in certain ways? Not overly, we don't need to overdo it, but it's just being friendly enough to have an open and honest conversation with someone, and the desire to want to actually help them.
Do you think estate agents are the wrong type of people to chase their own valuations because they're in it because they want the deal, they want the commission?
Yeah, on average, I suppose it's going to take about 6 months to put a house on the market from the initial point of valuation. So that means you've got to stay in regular communication with that person for that period of time. And I've been an estate agent. I was an estate agent for a long time, and you don't have the time to keep talking to those people for that long. So you're looking at the business there and then, and you might go 2 weeks out, and then a month out perhaps when you call that. But very soon they're going to be left in the 1 to 31, whether that's a virtual 1 to 31 or a real one.
So it's the best. How do you motivate the boys and girls in the call centre, contact centre, if their motivation isn't getting the deal? Or is it? How do you motivate them?
Generally, they're motivated with the commission, but we also have a really fun environment. It's always a good laugh. We always have lots of activities going out throughout the year as well. It's important to do that as well. It's important to make sure that you're engaged with your staff and make sure they're having a good time with it as well.
Well, I mean, I must admit, I went to your old employer's call centre, or contact centre, sorry, and whenever they put marks on the board and everyone hollers and claps and things like that.
Banging on the table and setting the siren off,
And then you almost have two teams and one team's against the other.
Yeah.
So that's almost the gamification.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous things. All throughout the day we'll have different things that are going on. It might be Pictionary, so as soon as someone gets a lead, they draw something on the whiteboard and everyone has to guess what it is. They're simple things, they're little things, they don't cost any money. But what they do is encourage the staff and they motivate the staff as well.
So would it be fair to say that if an estate agent wanted to set up their own business generation unit, having one person, having a dedicated person is ideal, but if they're on their own, they're going to be almost hanging themselves?
It's a tough job making that amount of calls every day. And then the department itself was making 6,000 to 7,000 calls a week, so doing that day in day out is tough. I couldn't do it anymore, but the guys we've got are brilliant at it and they like doing it, but doing it on your own, yeah.
I mean, how many sort of calls should be doing a day?
Upwards towards about 200.
Wow.
So the people that are busy, the people that are making lots of referrals are making less because there's a lot of paperwork and the activity that goes around the outside of booking and valuation. But even then, 100, 120.
And from doing what should a business generation person be able to generate a week for an estate agent?
Probably 6 to 10 valuations.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah. And then on the back of that,
and they probably wouldn't have come. They let's be honest. Most valuers are rubbish at generating their own business because they're too busy or they fear rejection.
Too busy doing what they were doing, which is the reactive work. Yeah.
6 to 10 a week is not bad.
Not bad.
Is it? Not bad at all. Interesting. Well, thank you for your time today, and I hope that, boys and girls, has answered your question. The best piece of PropTech in estate agency and letting agency business generation is the telephone. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.